What's up, everybody? It's Jaycoy3 here, back at it again with another video. Today we are talking about which agent would be better to buy. So we're going to start off using Swift. Talk about Swift and Ghost. Before we get into the video, just leave a like if you want to see more of these videos. Subscribe, and let's get right into it. So here we're going to start off with Swift. She has a heck of a bunch of health. Damage is pretty good as well. Her primary weapon is the Kuru Pro shotgun. It has a heavy amount of damage. Like, it doesn't look like it does, but it's a rapid fire, so it has a heavy amount of damage as well. Her abilities is Zone Warp, so pretty much she travels. She's like a Tracer in Overwatch, where you call, gain back your health and stuff like that. It's pretty lit. She can aim down her sights. As you can see, she even has a little laser, so that kind of helps a bit too. If you ask me, the Zone Warp is pretty nice though, since it's, like I said, it's like Tracer in Overwatch, where you can just, like, right there, you can regain some health, or you can just use it as an evade action, which is really nice. I think it's a great, counter to Colt and Blaze. Pretty much any agent, but mainly Colt and Blaze, because how they can poison you or have you on fire over time, so it has damage over time, or dot. So I think that's great, because when you use the Zone Warp, it pretty much just removes the effects, and it's amazing if you ask me. And then another thing I like about Swift though is, like, she's kind of fast, if you ask me. And then what's it called? I think she's easier to use with the shoot button and the aim button. If you ask me, it's easier to play almost any agent like that as well. Usually when you play Swift, you wouldn't really be aiming down your sights too much. I feel like it just messes you up more, because you can just use hip fire, and it feels easier when you use hip fire. I think is better, if you ask me. And then sorry, and with her health, like with right there with Tower, it's an easy takedown. But now we're gonna move on to Ghost right here. As you can see, he has like somewhat of a great balance between health and his damage. His damage is quite massive, especially when he's using his ultimate ability, or his ability called the Neutral Cloak. Pretty much I will say cloak, because it pretty much has him be semi-invisible. Like, you can see his outline, so it's easy to tell where he is, but he's in a sense invisible. It's like a clutch when you stab somebody with a knife. Like, it's like the hidden blade right there. Like, for example, if you're in Assassin's Creed, that's what that is. He also has the primary weapon called the Kuru 9 shotgun. Massive damage. I think if you ask me, it's like 2 shots can take out almost anyone. Sorry again. His alternate ability, I mean, he can aim down the sights with the shotgun, don't get me wrong, but as they say, his alternate ability is to stab with the hidden blade, pretty much. Which I think is like a good thing. It's kind of easy. He's like too much of a clutch. I feel like his stab should get, like, I feel like the stab, it should either, like, if it's a lower level agent than what he is, then I think it's like you can just one hit somebody. But if it's a higher level agent, like, I would say they should nerf him, where it will take down most of their health. But as you're about to see, well, you can miss the stab and then it goes away. But as you can see, right now 2 or 3 hits could just take down the higher level agent. I think I'll be showing more like 1 stab. That's a clutch right there. I don't have Ghost unlocked, but I'm using him as a trial agent at the moment, and I feel like his ability definitely needs like a longer cooldown time, because you can like reuse that ability so many times. It's so much of a clutch. I think is kind of unfair. But to compare him to Swift, I feel like he does more damage. He has less ammo. Swift has more ammo, but Swift has more of a rapid fire, so I feel like Swift is like more easy to take down. But since he has so much less ammo, it doesn't take him, like, he has a slow reload, but it doesn't take that time to put too much more bullets in. But like with Swift, like, she has to reload fast. But with that time warp, like with the Zone Warp, with that ability, the reload makes her vulnerable, especially if her ability is not ready to use, which I think is a great balance between Swift and her ability. With Ghost, I think he just needs a longer cooldown time, because he can use his knife like easier, so fast, especially after like the last time he used it. Both of their abilities, they cost 5 of their energy bar. I think that's kind of decent, especially with Ghost. That's like really decent. So he only uses his knife twice, but I mean, if you ask me, I don't think it really takes that long for him to just like stab someone, just get back some energy. It's kind of not too fairly balanced if you ask me. But in all, if you ask me, I feel like Swift is a better option to buy, especially if you like game more fast paced. Because if you just use Ghost, it's like if you use Ghost, I feel like if everyone were to just use Ghost, it's like a one-man army. It's like not really fair. But anyway, all in all, I definitely would say Swift. But let me know who you feel is better, and definitely leave a like if you want to see more of these videos, and comment below who you think is better.